I got some Dubai chocolate as a light snack.
The internet is a weird place. Even in the seemingly normal corners of the internet, it can be really weird. And today, we are talking about one of those weird corners. Hey guys, come with me as I try the viral Dubai chocolate for the first time. Wow, this is so delicious. Honestly, I would sell my firstborn child for this chocolate. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, that is how a lot of influencer videos sound to me. They always seem to talk like this, and the things they buy are the greatest things you could ever have. Okay, I gotta stop because ultimately we are not talking about the creepy influencer voice today, but instead we are talking about what those creepy voices have been pushing on us this year. And that is the Dubai chocolate trend. I know you guys have seen these chocolates before, the thick bars, the insides that look like a mix of creamy green moss and baby vomit, or the insane way that people eat these things. I'm sorry in advance if you are a Dubai chocolate lover, I really am, because just know that I'm gonna be roasting these candies throughout this video. So if you feel very protective toward the Dubai chocolate trend and you don't wanna hear the hate, spare yourself the distress and click away. Instead, you can go watch my video from last month where I made fun of the Erewhon grocery store obsession. And if you're really protective of Erewhon too, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, I wanted to talk about Dubai chocolate today because I cannot escape this trend. It is everywhere. It's on social media reviews, chocolate shops, ice cream stores, lattes, milkshakes, donuts, and literally, I kid you not, a Dubai chocolate Labubu figure. That is right, folks. When the internet was created in the 1960s after decades of backbreaking research and engineering, it was all with one singular goal in mind. Make it possible for every one of us to buy a pistachio-filled chocolate doll shaped like a viral Chinese monster. And we did it, guys. We did it. Honestly, this trend is getting really weird, so today we are going to deep dive into our culture's newest slimy green obsession. Disclaimer, of course, a lot of my Dubai chocolate roasts are for fun. They're in jest. I mean, I do think that Dubai chocolate looks super nasty, but I'm also fatally allergic to pistachios, as in I will die in 15 minutes if I eat them. So yeah, of course, I don't love the concept of them tainting my beloved chocolate, but also, this is ultimately a lighthearted look into the anatomy of a trend and how micro trends so easily take over our lives. Basically, this is meant to be reflective commentary on our society, sprinkled in with some light roasting, so don't come for my throat, Dubai chocolate lovers. All right, disclaimer aside, today I'm gonna share with you guys my unfiltered thoughts on Dubai chocolate, while also breaking down the exact anatomy of the Dubai chocolate trend and how we got to this weird point in culture. But before that, I want to shout out today's sponsor, Eyewear, because they are a great example of how you can enjoy trends without having to spend a ton of money. If you haven't heard of Eyewear, they are where I got these amazing glasses that are my go-to for script writing days. Their bases are high quality, very comfortable, very affordable, and here is the fun part. You can snap on different magnetic toppers to completely change up your look. So instead of buying 5 different pairs of glasses to keep up with styles and trends, you can just buy one base frame and swap out toppers whenever you want to refresh. For example, I have the Murphy frames, which I really like. They're very cute, if I do say so myself. And anytime I want to switch up my look, I can just pop on a topper. If I'm headed out for a beach day and I don't want to wear contacts, boom, sunglasses topper. If I want to have a nerdy Star Wars vibe one night, boom, R2-D2 inspired toppers. If I want to add a pop of color to my outfit, boom, a pattern topper or this chic black and white one. You can get all types of styles with Eyewear, whether it's for single vision, progressives, readers, or non-prescriptive glasses. So if you want to look stylish and be smart with your money, check out Eyewear. Right now, you can actually get 15% off your first pair of glasses when you use my code FinancialFreedom15 and use my link down below or scan the QR code on screen. Be sure to use my link so they know that I sent you, and a big thank you to Eyewear for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so the Dubai chocolate trend, where in the world did this thing start? Dubai, you dummy. Okay, yeah, kinda, but not exactly. For one, the ingredients of Dubai chocolate aren't actually grown in Dubai because the Dubai climate is super dry and hot. It's like the Death Valley in the United States, very little rainfall, very extreme heat, so it's not great for growing Dubai's chocolate ingredients of pistachios, chocolate, tahini, or kunefa. But Dubai does have a claim to the creation in that the original creators of Dubai chocolate were living in Dubai when they made it. The idea came from a British Egyptian woman whose pregnancy cravings informed Dubai chocolate's ingredients. And the one who put everything together was a Filipino pastry chef. Shout out to my Pinoys, by the way. The two of them launched the treat in 2022, but it was originally called I Can't Get Kunefa of It. Not the best name, I'll be honest. Dubai chocolate, much snappier for sure. Quick tangent on that name, by the way. My brother has a conspiracy that the Dubai government paid for Dubai chocolate to be pushed everywhere online so that Dubai can get even more name recognition, which, you know, I'm not totally against that theory, because now when you think of Dubai, you don't immediately think of all the slavery the city uses, do you? You might not even know how notorious they are for using slaves and trapping migrant workers in the country. And now you never have to think about it because Dubai chocolate exists. And dang, look at how decadent that green chocolate bar looks. Wow. You know, a place that makes such a fun viral dessert could never have slaves, right? Right? Okay, I know I said this was gonna be a lighthearted video, and I promise most of it is, but this feels wrong to ignore this part of the story. Plus, it's certainly not the first nor the last time on this channel that I'll bring up how our viral overconsumption trends are closely tied to forced labor. If you want to see me talk about Temu's connection to that in China, by the way, go watch my video on the terrifying world of Temu. Anyways, back to Dubai chocolate and how it's taken over the world since 2022. To me, it is a very fascinating case study of how a trend or a viral moment comes to be. Because in our world of algorithms and influencers, I think we underestimate how much of our popular culture is formed through a formula rather than organic quality. If you've ever looked into becoming a content creator, you will know that there are certain tricks and advice that you always get. Have a hook, especially a visual hook that gets people to stop scrolling. Develop repeatable formats that people can remember you by. Use a memorable name or tagline, again, as a way to help your branding. All of those help you capture an audience and curate yourself to the algorithm so that you can reach more people. Well, Dubai chocolate is perfectly developed to thrive in that algorithmic environment. For one, we have got the catchy name, Dubai chocolate, easy to remember, easy to share on video, plus it has the added benefit of feeling a bit exotic. Dubai is a country that a lot of people haven't visited. They may think of influencers who've been there or fancy buildings and wealth, and that is an important part of the branding. It's a subtle messaging that helps justify its virality and its price tag. If you've never bought a Dubai chocolate bar before, I think you're gonna be shocked by how much they cost. Look at this, $13 for one bar at Walmart, $50 for a pack of 2 bars from the chocolate factory. I know candy prices are going up these days, but $25 per bar of chocolate is insane. But if you feel like the world is enjoying this candy and you're missing out, and that this chocolate might be coming from a cool, fancy, faraway land, then you might just dish out a lot of money for it. Okay, so reflecting on the anatomy of the trend, Dubai chocolate nails the branding. It's easy to remember and thus easy to go viral. But to me, what really solidifies their place as destined for virality is the visual hook. Brown blocks getting split open to reveal some alien-looking green slime inside. That is visual gold. It stops you right in your tracks because the color is bright and eye-catching, there's emotion involved, and it looks so different from what we're used to seeing in a chocolate bar that our curiosity gets piqued immediately. That's how I felt when I first saw a Dubai chocolate bar show up on my feed. I remember thinking, literally, what is that? That looks like soggy grass stuffed into a box, but now they're eating it. Harsh, I know. And of course, influencers who are good at going viral know exactly how to make this visual hook even stronger. They'll make shocked faces, they'll gasp, they'll do this weird thing where they bug their eyes out like they have never seen a chocolate bar before. No way, what is this thing? I don't know, but I'm gonna stick it in my mouth. Editors of the internet, please don't use that clip out of context. Anyways, the visual hooks and the exotic associations that Dubai chocolate possess can also be seen with other viral foods like matcha drinks. It feels like everyone drinks matcha these days and every influencer has their own matcha brand, even though personally, I think matcha tastes a lot like grass. Respect to those who love it, it's just not for me. But I think that a lot of people jumped on the matcha bandwagon because they saw it online. Bright green matcha drinks make so many appearances in daily vlogs and aesthetic photos. Same with those hyper-realistic fruit pastries that people love to try on video. All of them are visually distinct and in a media landscape full of so much content, like an absurd amount of content that no human could possibly get through. You need to have something that stops people mid-scroll. I break all of this down because I think it's important that we understand why we are so drawn to weird micro trends like Dubai chocolate. You know, why do we obsess and pour so much money on chocolate bars that cost $25 each? Or DIY Dubai chocolate kits that cost nearly $40 to make a single bar? And go even further, why is every influencer or random person with a camera suddenly clamoring to record themselves trying Dubai chocolate bars? Why are we so encouraged to react like Edward Cullen tasting Bella Swan's blood for the first time when we take a bite?
Edward, stop. Her blood is clean. You're killing her. Edward.
The obsession, the mob mentality, the crazy reactions, and even commentary videos like my own right now are all a result of the algorithm-driven landscape that we live in these days. And what's fascinating is seeing how those algorithm-based obsessions then bleed into real life. Like, because Dubai chocolate has great branding and a great visual hook, and because influencers are incentivized to make tons of videos about Dubai chocolate to get views and TikTok shop commission, now we have every ice cream store in the world offering a pistachio chocolate flavor to customers. And who knows, maybe as the Dubai chocolate trend grows even more, it'll go down that path of becoming commodified into a personality trait or a symbol. Like how we see people self-describe themselves as a boba drink person who then gets lots of boba keychains and earrings and plushies. Maybe I'm too easily impressed, but I find this microtrend life cycle so fascinating because it completely ties in our current media environment, our cultural obsessions, and the ways that it affects how we spend our money. Dubai chocolate is like the perfect case study for our consumerist culture. So what are my final thoughts about the weird Dubai chocolate obsession? Well, no surprise, I think Dubai chocolate is super overrated. It's expensive, it looks unappetizing with the whole green slime pouring out of it. The way that people react on social media is quite goofy. And of course, it would send me into anaphylaxis, so I'm a little biased. That's like my #1 reason I don't like Dubai chocolate. But honestly, like most micro trends, I think this one will eventually fade. Something else weird and algorithm approved will take its place. Maybe it's neon colored croissants, maybe it'll be soup cubes, who knows? But I do think that Dubai chocolate is such a perfect snapshot of our cultural moment. It's not really about whether it tastes good, especially when someone might just be pretending for the camera anyway. It's about the spectacle. It's about the scroll-stopping visual, the sense of being part of an in-crowd, even if it costs you $25 per candy bar.
People were literally acting like this was the best snack they've ever eaten in their entire lives. I truly thought my life was going to be changed when I bit into this. I thought impressed.
And that's what makes this trend so weird and also so telling. The internet isn't just influencing what we like anymore, it's influencing how we like things, why we like things, and how much money we are willing to spend just to feel like we are part of the hype. But what do you think? What have you thought about this whole Dubai chocolate obsession that's been going on this past year? Are you a fan yourself? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what topics you want to see me cover next on this channel. If you want to see me dissect more internet trends through the lens of consumerism and money, of course, go subscribe if you haven't already, but you can also check out my videos on the Erewhon grocery store obsession or about the downfall of Stanley Cups. Thank you to my patrons on Patreon and those on Buy Me a Coffee for supporting this channel, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!
G when you speaking on my name. This out